Alright, what's up guys, it's Saf Ashraf back again with another video. You're watching SQTV, Saf's Quality Tech Videos. So going along with the Decoded series, it's Decoded episode 3. And yes, today we are going to be decoding this. This is what you call a CPU, and it's basically the brains of the computer. So we're going to see what it does and what it would be like if you didn't have a CPU, why it's essential. So yeah, let's get straight into the video. So the CPU stands for Central Processing Unit, which basically means it's the brains of the computer. It controls everything. The two biggest manufacturers for CPUs are AMD and Intel. What do you guys have in your PC, and tell me what's better, AMD or Intel? Honestly, I'm on the Intel side right now, but on my next PC, I might be thinking of going to AMD, as what you get for price is really good. So I don't know, I might be thinking to go to AMD. The main task of a CPU is to perform all of the logical operations of the computer. In a CPU, you get cores. There's like a different amount of cores you can get in each CPU, and then the amount of cores you get and what clock speed they run at also makes the price go up or down. So for example, let's say you got quad core, 4 GHz clock speed on each core, Intel Core i9, let's say that's what you're getting. You'd get that for about £400 to £500. And if you were supposed to go a bit lower, so let's say an Intel i3 quad core going at 2 GHz, then you would be going for about £60–70. So it really depends on what you're getting, what CPU you're getting for what tasks you're going to do. So how a CPU carries out instructions is called the fetch, decode and execute cycle. First, the control unit moves the memory to the registers. Then the control unit decodes the instruction to find out exactly what it needs to do, and then finally the instruction is carried out and the process repeats itself. Some processors are advanced enough that they can have an internal GPU, so like there's a GPU inside the CPU, which is good for light video, photo editing and maybe playing some games, but it's always better to have an like a separate GPU from the CPU. So as most of you guys know, CPUs are most of the time talked about in computers, but they're not always in computers. They're also like in everyday things, for example, smartphones, smart televisions, maybe even smart fridges. So for example, you could have a Snapdragon processor in your phone or an Apple A series like chip in your phone. So it really depends. Some processors in your phones are so powerful that they can even like outperform some low-end PCs. So as we go on further, Intel, AMD, like all these CPU manufacturers are getting really good. So recapping everything I said, the CPU is the central processing unit. Without it, the computer wouldn't be able to like do any logical operations. Its way of doing a command is called the fetch, decode and execute cycle. And yeah guys, that's basically what a CPU does. Without it, a lot of things would just be really hard. So in our next episode, we will be talking about GPUs. And yeah, this is Saf Ashraf. You've been watching Decoded episode 3 about CPUs. Remember to like and subscribe. And it's, yeah, Saf Ashraf.